It's like Sadie Hawkins dance, where the girls ask the guys. So yeah, just by saying I went, tells you that a girl asked me.
What age was this?
16, bro.
Did you grind? Was it a grinding style dance?
I personally
Or is it
didn't. I
real?
was too busy fucking, I don't know, talking to the DJ, asking him how his business model operates and how he could fucking optimize and make a little more money and how he could get the music to be more modern.
Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
Life is a tragedy for those who feel, a scent for those who smell, a movie for those who are watching, a diet for those on a diet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I do.
Jack has just gotten out of a sort of mental institution for people that are can't figure out various math equations right now. So
Some things are very personal, Nate.
And wait, I don't know if you guys could tell what I was doing, but at the beginning I was sniffing,
Oh,
smelling
really?
the mic.
No, I
Yeah.
couldn't. No.
To sort of tip off the listeners that this episode will be about the power of smell and scent.
wow,
Kinda like a
it's
beat
on
poet.
theme.
Hmm.
Beat poetry intro, kind of.
But Jack, everything's okay in there. They let you bring all your stuff from your room
I
to the
know.
center.
They didn't let me see most of the time.
You're in a
But-
straitjacket, but you have a Nintendo Switch, and you make the people there like you command them what to do.
Damn. That would, if you took the power of sight from someone, like imagining a V for Vendetta style situation. Remember how Natalie Portman is turned into being a radical by V by putting her through crazy situations?
Giving her
Remember
a
that?
haircut.
Of course,
I remember
dude.
that.
Yeah. Imagine doing that to get someone to smell even more crazier by blindfolding them, placing different scents around the room, rose on one side, fish on the other.
You laugh, but if
You know
you
what I
watch
mean?
The Bear, if you watch every episode of The Bear, you would know that that's the type of chef shit that really goes down. Double mugged sip. Eric and Nate, double mug sip.
The double
That's
mug
good.
sip.
That was good.
The Valentine's Day heart mug. Yeah.
Wow.
The 808
Yeah, so-
and heartbreak style mug right there. Look at
We
that.
are recording this on Valentine's Day. So I think we
Yep.
should. I mean, that's like one of the most tacticianly days of all time. Sending love to your
Gifts.
loved one,
Wine, pasta,
chocolate.
chocolate, flowers.
Smooches.
We haven't done fucking kissing. Love, relationships. Yeah, I mean,
I'm about to be kissing all fucking day long.
I know you were fucking getting your lips all wet last night at the MJ Lenderman show, showing me how you're gonna be doing it.
Whoops. Wait a minute. What did I just hear? You went to MJ Lenderman's show.
Yeah, we were gonna save
Yeah,
that
dude.
till
We didn't even want to
but-
discuss it, but yeah, since you brought it up, yeah, we were there, and yeah, we had a VIP wristband.
Yeah,
So that's just
let's
another
say.
fucking day for us, basically.
Shout out to John from the band that basically got our asses in there, celebrity style. And there wasn't a VIP section, but we had the employees sort of create a barrier around us.
John Coombs?
John Samuels.
Oh, my fault. I knew that.
They fucking rocked the house, dude.
Oh man, they were shredding.
And
You
guess
couldn't-
what? They were having fun too. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's the important thing about performance. You want to see that person having a good time. You see what I'm saying? Unless they're an opera singer performing a tragedy, then you want to see the opposite.
When's the last time you were at an opera? Because I don't think I've ever
Six
been.
lives ago, fucking 6 lifespans ago.
I go once a year with my girlfriend, my aunt and uncle who live on the Upper West Side. They take me and my girl out there to see some opera, and that's when I practice my Spanish because you could change the subtitles to be in Spanish.
You get
That's a
subtitles
on the back of every seat at the Met or whatever it's called. You get, because the operas are in Italian a lot of the time, or like you just can't hear them because So you could change the language of the subtitles, and that's how I practice my Spanish once a year. Sangre.
I'm very confused by this.
But here's the thing that I feel is that opera should transcend the power of language. The words are just a fucking instrument. You know what I mean?
Right. It's emotion.
To get to the next note, to convey the sense of emotion. I don't need to know what that word means. I can feel it telepathically.
It is hard. I do get that. I get the emotional journey, but there's something fundamentally as a lyricist first and a melodist second. I mean, it's a very tough race there, but, you know.
Here's my question. Has anyone mixed together hip hop and opera before?
Chill.
All right, the hip opera.
Move on.
Google hip opera right now.
You know what I've been working on.
One time I went in Chicago. I got a free ticket to see breakdancing to opera music or classical music at the Chicago Theater. That was sponsored by Red Bull. And it was like, this is a 2,000 seat theater. Literally, there maybe was like 180 people up in this establishment.
No.
Breakdancing.
Well, in the documentary, that's what they'll show because initially that's what the movement looked like. There's 100 people in 1,000-seat arenas, whatever. But in 2030, when everything begins to really fall down, people are going to look to a new art form. And I believe it's going to be that one. And it's going to take over the world.
I love that. It's because classical music has not had, any upgrades really. In the past
except for the electric
years.
Violin.
Well, except for that, of course.
And bus driver.
But I respect people trying to, reach new audiences with classical music.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm the biggest Chopin head in the world. There's not much I like more in the world than Chopin other than maybe Paul Simon and Randy when they were together.
Man, put on some fucking Chopin.
Put on some Debussy.
Debussy.
Debussy is much more common name than you might think. I feel like walking around, I do see it a lot.
Debussy?
Debussy, yeah. It's like Aaron's
where do you see
Debussy law firm.
Debussy?
I see it on trucks. I see it on buildings. I see it on billboards. I'm seeing it. I see it on Spotify.
What's our favorite fucking name on the side of the... Oh. Fuck, I just had it. It was just... the name on...
It was like... Hey, Craig.
Dewey.
Oh, Dewey Pile? Hey, Dewey Pile?
Yeah, hey, Dewey Pile. Nate, you don't even know what the fuck we're talking about because he never lived in New York, dude. There's trucks that say A. Dewey Pile on them that drive around.
A Dewey Pile. Mm-hmm. That sounds naughty.
A Dewey Pile? That's the last thing you would want to step in my opinion.
Back in the day, we were stepping in them all the time.
Oh, back in the day, that was just part of your daily life. But I'll say this, back in the day, all them shoes were flat. So you didn't have the problem of getting some dewy stuck in the little grooves of your tennis shoes. You just wipe it on some grass, it all comes off clean.
Yeah, yep. I've been noticing it since it... I have this question.
When are they gonna finally? What?
Well, no, that's just Nate's response to my fucking idea.
Well, it's related. So it rained heavily in Los Angeles recently, and I noticed a lot of dog poop on the ground. Do people not pick it up because the sidewalk's wet? Do you see that as a dog owner?
I don't know.
Because if your dog shits in like kind of something that's like a puddle, like you're not gonna, like, are you picking it up in the puddle?
If you're responsible, you are getting some type of thing to extract that shit. I'll pick it up wherever. I've never let that shit slide.
What if he poops on a cop?
And I wear a body cam. so people can fucking, audit my picking up procedures. How are you guys? Because
Bad.
Jack, I feel like I haven't seen your ass in a minute. Frankly, feels like we've been avoiding
know.
each other.
Well, we have been due to some major artistic disagreements on the podcast and the audio filters that we use. But we squashed that shit. Yeah, I asked Nate because you guys did the Carmen episode.
Yeah.
How did you feel talking to him? He's like, I know he
Dude.
can be pretty like.
Well,
it's like
first
having
off,
a celebrity on
hella
set.
nervous. Yeah, hella nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all kind of we just ended up being actually boys. He's really cool in real life.
Yeah, it was great to meet him for the first time.
And yeah, Jack, you're still drinking? You still drink alcohol?
No. Not really. not in the last day or two.
Nate, what enrages me is that Nate he's not even really doing it. He's just like that, because I was like, I'm taking some time off. And then the other day I asked Nate, have you had a drink? And he's like, has to think about it. Like, actually, no, I don't think I have since London.
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus. And yet I'm
Just
fucking
that
white
easy.
knuckling every day, like scratching marks into the wall to show how many days I've been doing it.
Nate, what are your addictions? Because you put this interestingly, where you called me out for having
Zen.
digital addictions. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yours
I
are
have
fucking nicotine, elemental
Coffee,
addictions.
nicotine. Yeah. Yeah,
And Eric-
I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm addicted to
You're perfect. You
Nicotine,
are that.
meditation.
meditation.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Eating healthy. Treating others with kindness and grace.
Having curiosity.
Sex.
Having sex. Yeah, just I'm not perfect. I'll tell you that. That was a moment for the audience to to live in the present moment.
And
The
one
audio
day my
that's what it
phone
feels
died.
like. I know some people were freaking out. Oh my God, a fucking podcast isn't playing in my fucking earbuds. What am I gonna fucking do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to sit in that fucking silence. All right, that's good for you.
Guess what? Some people don't have fucking water to drink. Let's recontextualize your problems. All right.
Eric, do you remember you used to say this a lot, that it really made you laugh to think about somebody being thirsty?
Why is that funny?
It's just, it's an evil thought. I would say it doesn't make me laugh to think about someone that's really struggling being
No, no,
thirsty,
no.
like in a country that's not doing great.
No, it's about yourself.
Our country's not doing great, but just like about someone in, like at our level that is fucking thirsty. Water. You know what I mean? When's the last time you got crazy thirsty? I can't remember. I'm always hydrated.
Yeah, not in the I haven't been in the classical sense of thirsty. I haven't been thirsty like that in a while. But there is another definition of thirsty that I feel
Oh, I see what you're saying.
many times a day as I take my walks.
I don't
through
feel
the
that towards women, but I feel that career-wise. When I'm watching the fucking Grammys and the Emmys, I get extremely career thirsty.
You'll be there soon. You'll be at the Grammys very soon.
I know.
Eric,
I
with
just
your
can't
hip-hop
fucking wait.
opera.
It's
You'll
like
have a new
waiting for
category.
fucking Christmas to hit. Please get me there.
Hey,
Once I hit that 360 camera, oh my fucking god!
Oh yeah.
What's that?
I'm pulling my
that
fucking thing out.
I'm gonna be so rude to that guy when he does, because he always describes like how to do it, beforehand. Yeah, you
I
just
got it,
stand on the
man.
mark. I'm like, bro, yeah, I know. Trust me, watch this shit.
Yeah.
You know what the
You
You
move
cut. You
is?
cut in front of like Gene Smart. Excuse me. No one asked you to do it.
So smell.
Smell, bro. Well, I'll put it this way. I got some incense burning that Layla got me this morning. Very sweet. And there's coffee that's brewed. I brushed my teeth. Smell in my house right now is pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. But
Do you guys think I should get some pheromones? Experiment with different types of pheromone spray?
For in-person
yeah,
auditions,
I think
yeah.
so. Well, yeah, you
I think I should put on hella pheromones when I do stand up. Just
What
so
does
the
a
audience is
pheromone smell
extra.
like? Sweat.
I think it
Is
kind of
like a
can
musk?
smell bad, but I don't know. I've never purchased
Pheromones smell like fucking shit.
in my head. Like the strongest, like most powerful pheromone probably smells a little bad, but it's like in the way that you're like, oh, it smells horrible, but it does something to you chemically where you should just get
Yeah.
so fucking horny.
I bet honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
But
what
if
the
the
fuck
au-
is musk?
Musk
No,
is
I'm not
just
talking about the
Calvin Klein cologne. You know what I'm saying?
fucking dictator. What's that?
That's just cologne. You know?
No, but why did that? Because musk to me sounds so fucking sexual and stanky. You know what I mean? Who came up with the word musk? The word musk disgusts me in more ways than just one. I'll just put it that way. To all
Wow.
the political heads out there.
Do you have anything to say to Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency?
Yeah, I have more than fucking one thing to say if I'm allowed to swear. Am I allowed to swear on here?
Never, at no point during this podcast have we ever had a no swearing sort of policy. You've been holding
you're
back swearing the entire.
If your
duration
cousin
of
started
this.
working for Doge, you know what I mean? If your 17-year-old cousin started working for Doge, would you stop them? Or would you follow them around and start writing a fucking movie about what they're going through?
Well, yeah, I'd have to hit the Michael Moore with that one to expose them.
Michael Moore, please come back now. Please start documenting shit again.
He's fucking
please.
dead, dude, and he's been dead for a while.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Michael Moore?
yeah.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I don't. He's alive.
Oh,
but
Jack,
you see
look
how
who
you
you're-
believe that, right?
I'll believe anything that a close friend tells me because that's called trust. Look who we were looking up last night, Jack.
Okay.
Couldn't that be Nate off some fucking...
What's
Oh,
his
yeah.
name,
Heavy
by the
tea?
way?
Who's that?
His name is Heihachi Mishima.
I'm
Why'd you
getting
Google his
there.
ass?
Because I was saying Nate could become that if he wanted.
Yeah.
I am
Easily.
becoming that. All I need is
Right.
gray hair and put about 70 more pounds in the bench press, and I'm there.
You just need to change who
What's
you
your
hang
bench
out
at
with.
right now, Nate?
I need to change who I hang out with.
Look at you are the 5 people you chill with. So right now you chill with me, fucking White Gumby, and you chill with Eric.
So you're saying I
Okay.
need to chill with Chun-Li?
You need to be chilling with the.
Isn't that one of the Tekken ladies?
I think she's not real.
Well, I don't
Like
know.
Cali Muscles, you know him?
No.
He's a YouTuber. He like goes into McDonald's and is very strong. But if you just, it's that simple, y'all. Don't overcomplicate it. If you want to gain muscle, flush your friend group and just chill with people who have muscle on, and then it'll just happen naturally. Yo, what are you guys doing today? I don't know. I was gonna go eat 6 bowls of Chipotle with steak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, we need to
So-
fucking revamp our friend group.
I've been saying this for a minute.
Like, I'm sick of these. I'm sick of this. The people that I'm with. It's just like I need more. Like, I need a varied group of very rich, tapped in, intellectual professors, top level producers, chefs.
What we need to do is open the most fucking sickest bar at Harvard, near Harvard. Allow the underage people to come in, let their fake IDs in, become friends with them, and You see what I'm saying?
Right. We should move to Cambridge.
We should start working at that bar that we went to in Oxford.
Oh,
This to all the producers listening, 3 uneducated American men over 30 moved to Oxford after being forced to by the government, and they end up working at the most ancient bar in Oxford, serving ale and fucking steak pies to professors and literary folk. And
How
all of a
about this?
sudden, they become okay. Go ahead.
Well, no, they become what?
I didn't really have didn't.
All right.
well,
really know how to
enemies at
finish that.
first and then friends.
Right. They're
So
the
how
riffraff
about this?
at first, and then they become oracles.
How about this? A couple of best friends are hanging out when suddenly the shortest one gets glaucoma really bad out of nowhere, and the
What?
doctor, like you fucking go blind, and the doctors are all saying, "No, it's some rare form of cancer. You can never cure cancer. Sorry." And then the 3 of us, in order to save Eric's life, we go to fucking Oxford. We get we go get our biology degrees, chemistry degrees, medical degrees, and then we fucking cure a disease from the bottom up. Grassroots style.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I like that idea, but I had another idea once you said glaucoma, because imagine this.
All right.
3 attractive best friends that run a podcast together are all chilling. The shortest one gets what the doctors think is glaucoma.
Right.
But this glaucoma is different. His eyes, aka my eyes, are turning pure fucking milk white, pure white.
Yeah.
And then they turn sort of like silver. And actually what's happening is I'm becoming a fucking you know what I mean, oracle, predicting the future. And that
Right.
I'm starting to get superpowers, and you guys have to protect me from the governments that are trying to use and abuse me.
But you're
So
like
you guys
so
become
sick
very
and
skilled in
dying.
knife play. What's that?
You're so sick and you're dying. Like you
Right.
can't-
But I'm like, all right, fucking next week. Next week, John Hamm passes away in a horrible accident. That shit happens. Then
There's
people
like
start
World
to
War III's
believe me.
going on, and you can't like predict like anything that's
Just celebrity
actually
deaths.
could help anyone.
And we're just gambling on it. We're not protecting you.
And you know I'm actually at risk for glaucoma, right?
Why?
Well, let's just say that when they take a picture of the back of my eyes, there's an enlargement that they have to keep an eye on every time. We're just keeping an eye on it. And guess what? My great aunt had glaucoma and went fucking blind because of
Didn't
it.
Mr. Beast cure
But you know what
this
helps? You know what? Yeah, you know what helps glaucoma though, right?
Nicotine.
Marijuana.
one? Whoopsies.
So yeah, that's something I don't mind getting.
That is
I'm gonna be high as
counterintuitive.
fuck.
That is, I'll put it this way. That's counterintuitive because they're saying that you need to blow clouds to get rid of the clouds.
Well, think of it
In
this
your
way.
eye?
When you smoke, what happens to the blood vessels in your eyeballs? They
They're
dilate.
constrict.
No, they dilate.
Right.
That's what redness in the eye is. So it does make sense.
I remember when I first started smoking weed, I was like so self-conscious that my eyes were red. What are those ones that are like they're like a mint for your eyes? Those
The
eye
droppies?
drops.
I
They're
got
called
some of that
something.
crap over there.
It's like it feels like fire, like going into your
Eye
eyes.
gum.
What the fuck is that called? They're kind of amazing.
Mint, liquid tear mint juice.
It's like putting like an Altoid in your fucking eye. But you know what? If I see somebody with their eyes are fucking bloodshot, I'm no judgment. If you're fucking high as fuck,
And some people
don't
just have
care.
it. I definitely got a friend who's just got eyes that look like he's just come out of the pool at all times.
Who's that?
Nobody.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, Michael Phelps.
Okay, Nate. What's the best smell? And be respectful and don't say anything fucking gross.
Gotta be respectful.
Yeah.
All right, next. Jack, you want to take this one then?
Yeah, I'll go with the smell of me right after I lick an Oscar trophy on stage. and then smell the Oscar.
Oh shit!
Nah,
The smell of me after I lick an Oscar trophy on stage.
that's
All right?
something that you can't. That's a way of writing that you can't learn by going to Ivy League
Right.
schools. That thought will not come to you. I'm sorry. Okay,
Right.
I apologize.
Remember
Here's
when
what
Azalea Banks said that Grimes and Elon Musk smelled like pennies?
Oh.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
good.
the ultimate roast because
The
we all know
worst thing
people
you
that smell
can
like pennies.
that might be the worst thing somebody can say about another person is spread a rumor that you stank. Like
but smell
that-
like pennies is especially that hits different.
I got one. I'm sitting on one that I'm waiting to use on somebody who really fucks with me. I'm gonna say you smell like 1-a-day pills. Because those things.
Oh.
Ugh.
One a day
Jesus
pills
Christ.
for men. That goes to the worst person I meet. They're gonna get that. Do you ever smell somebody out on the street and they have your high school girlfriend's perfume on?
No.
No.
And is that because you guys were fucking couldn't get chicks in high school?
I was applying for scholarships, dude.
I'm just joking. But do you ever smell something and it gives you the memory of a human being?
Of course.
Right.
How special
Well, you
is
know,
that?
scent memory. You know, some people do it like this. Layla's sister does this. You buy season, every season, different time for different. Like, okay, let's say we're going to Vegas, right, in March, which is what we're planning. We all pick a scent that we'll only wear on that trip, and you spray it on every day. You spray it on the whole time. Then, you know, a year from then, you smell that scent again. All of a sudden, we'll be flooded with Vegas memories, winning $1 million on the slots, whatever.
All
I
cheating
love
on our
that.
girlfriends at the same time with the same girl.
What?
So, scent has and the government doesn't want to look into this, and a lot of scientific agencies are too afraid to look into it. But scent has a very powerful connection to memory.
And food.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
If you, what do they
I
say?
remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I went back to Fremont, Ohio, where I spent like 10 years of my life there, and I went back there for the first time in like probably like 20 years or something like that, and I remember distinctly when I was a little kid, there was this Mexican bakery that was right within walking distance of our house. And I was like, it just had such a unique smell. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to like walk in here. And it's a smell that I've never smelled anywhere in the universe. And it was like, it was the most wild thing ever. I was like, wow, like to smell something unique that you smelled when you were a child and not have smelled it for 20 some years and then smell it again. Now that's joy.
There are
Do you think a
smells
scent
near
memory could
you.
bring tears to your eyes?
Sure. Yeah.
Interesting.
Why not? I'm a very emotional man. I'm not afraid of crying
I know.
in front of.
What if you got in a horrible? What if you got in a? You got in a
What'd you
horrible
say,
car
Jack?
accident. And you lost 12 of your best friends on your soccer team, and then right when that happened, somebody walked up with a giant fucking plate of crab rangoon and pad thai.
Mm.
Every time you
You'd
probably
never
can't
eat
have
that
Thai
shit
food,
again.
you start crying.
Remember that limo that there's like a party limo like upstate New York
Oh,
where the guy was. Do you know about this, Jack?
I don't know. Which one are you talking
The
about?
guy like drove, I think, under a semi truck or something, and just like whoosh,
Yeah.
took everyone out.
There's a lot of bad stories about limousines in New York. Like people are like using a fucking
very careful.
soldering iron to melt
Oh, yeah, those
three
things can
cars
fall
together and snap.
Apart.
Have you guys
Damn,
been
you know
in a limousine before, like a stretch limo?
Excuse me? Yeah, I have one time for the Tolo dance.
Tolo,
The Tolo dance. What's
Tolo.
that?
the sobriety thing.
It's like Sadie Hawkins dance where the girls ask the guys. So yeah, just by saying I went tells you that a girl asked me.
Wow.
What age was this?
16, bro.
Did you grind? Was it a grinding style
I
dance?
personally
Or is it
didn't. I
real?
was too busy fucking, I don't know, talking to the DJ, asking him how his business model operates and how he could fucking optimize and make a little more money and how he could get the music to be more modern. Actually, I have a specific memory of going to that dance and the pictures got posted to Facebook, and the girl that asked me, I think, didn't really even. She just like asked me out of like I should go with someone.
Pity.
And her ex-boyfriend went to a different school, and he commented like, "There's a picture of me and I have like the worst haircut I've ever had in my life, and I look like a loser." And he comments like, "Damn, this is the guy." Like he was like roasting me in the, in the Facebook
Origin
comments.
story.
Yeah.
And where's that guy now?
I don't know, man. I
me
don't care
guess,
to look. I'm
military.
too busy looking ahead. What?
Right.
Paramilitary? Is that what you said?
No.
Speaking of the dance floor can get a little stanky sometimes. That's how you know that's if you're a DJ, that should be your goal, is to make the club smell like fucking shit. Cuz people should be sweating, everybody should be sweating their a mix of cologne and
Let's
and
get
just,
it smelling like shit up in
Let's
here.
get it smelling like shit up in this bitch.
But here's what's interesting, right? And there must be a metaphor about life in this. When you're in the dance floor and you're dancing away and fucking Usher's playing, and you're getting all sweaty and you're starting to smell like shit, you can't smell it, right? You can't smell everyone around you. You're too busy being in the moment. You've gotten accustomed to it. But the minute that you go outside and smoke a clove cigarette, and then you come back inside, ooh, all of a sudden that smell hits you.
It's so funny to like be so to think something stinks and express it verbally.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh, Nate, you had a funny idea about when we were working on that show about mechs. You had an idea that somebody had a gun that smelled like shit.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
I just
yeah.
burn
The
an
stinky
amazing
gun?
idea?
I whipped out a stanky gun and it doesn't have any bullets in it, but it's like it's so smelly that it does the same thing that a gun would, basically. Like if you rob a place and the gun smells like fucking shit and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck is that? Put the money in the fucking bag."
Damn.
It's very good.
What's your guys' least favorite smell?
Wow.
Rap world.
I mean, just
Mine's death.
yeah.
Actually, I have a good memory of I got Fallout 3 when I was about 15. And a animal died, like a possum died underneath our house. And they couldn't find it. Like, we couldn't locate where it had died. So our whole house smelled like this, like, rotting possum corpse. And it really, like, colored my gameplay of Fallout. I felt like I was in a post-apocalyptic land. It legit, like, fully immersed me. Yeah, it was 4D.
Damn.
And you know, I just auditioned for Fallout, right?
Dude, be careful. Be very careful
My
about
role?
blowing up your spot.
The role I auditioned for was called Rough Looking Shopkeep.
You gotta get that. But no, but you're too handsome.
I know. That's what I said in my slate. Hey,
think I'm
Nate
too
Brown,
handsome for this.
6'1",
Yeah.
Los Angeles, California. I don't even know why I'm fucking auditioning for this because I'm one of the most prettiest
I'd rather
guys
do
on
the sex
fucking
robot
planet.
part that I think I've been hearing is going around.
That's not in the script that I think that I'd like to pitch for you guys. I feel like
Okay.
that would work.
What?
Taking a risk like that, don't even audition for it, but you create your own role in the show. Hey, listen, I'm not just letting you know, casting person, I'm not auditioning for this fucking part. And they're gonna be like, thank God they watched a million tapes that day.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm
Something
gonna
different.
pitch you a season arc for sort of a werewolf character or something like that, and he's sexy and he sort of becomes like the fans are like begging for this guy to like come back and everything, and it kind of takes over the entire show.
How about this? You send 3 videos over. The first video says, "Hello, casting director. Right now, I'm sure you're bored as fuck watching a bunch of these auditions today, but I would like to play a game with you. Now you have a choice to make. If you want to give me an amazing part and put me as series regular into your new TV show, play video A." And video A, you pitch them to your character.
This sounds like a Saw like sort of thing. Like they'd
It
be
is
like
like
checking
Saw.
for like a bomb in their casting office like immediately.
Well, okay, so if they pick video A, you give them an amazing character. They're blessed by your performance. The show becomes very popular. It's renewed for 12 seasons. But you say, if you choose to not cast me, why don't you go ahead and play video B? And video B, you are cursing the camera, cursing all the production. Nate, do the cursing for us. It's
just,
3 hours of that.
With a Google Maps image of their house, where their house is at.
It like freezes their computer too. They can't get out. Bring over the Geek Squad and they're all watching it. Really low volume. They mute the computer.
Could you imagine doing that in person too? Like, all right, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Someone might shoot you for that.
Sorry, just a warm up, just vocal warm up.
Okay, Jack, worst smell, man. Could do the worst smell right now.
Do the worst smell.
Or tell us your least favorite smell.
Least favorite smell. You know, it's funny thinking it's so hard to think of, which is so interesting because I feel that many other things in life, it's so easy to focus on the negative. Oh, the train's always fucking late. Oh, it's always fucking cold out. It's always fucking raining. Oh, the streets are always clogged in New York. Best city in the world. But for some reason with smell, my brain doesn't even hold on to the bad stuff. Okay, it's hard. I'm just thinking of...
Oh, I just thought of a
Amazing
disgusting
cake and-
smell, actually.
All right.
All right. Finally, a direct answer. Go ahead.
Okay, so this smell, I don't know if you guys have experienced this before, but this is very specific too. When let's say you make some eggs, okay, and the pan is just all kind of like crusty from the eggs, all right, after you're done. And what do? You kind of let the pan soak a little bit with some water before you're about to clean it off, so it's easier to get off. Now, if you've let that water soak up a little too long, and it's in your dish, it's in your on whatever, it's there for way too long. That shit is about the worst smell you can ever have. And
Ancient egg water.
Egg water, that's rotten egg water. That's a.
God.
Have you guys experienced this before?
No, because I usually just take care of the fucking eggs immediately, and I don't have childish notions of soaking to get rid of food.
I'm letting
debris.
that shit soak, man, for a long
Sulfur,
time too.
yeah, sulfur smells bad.
Sulfur. How about this durian? Ooh,
the fruit.
Durian.
A stinky fucking fruit.
So what is it? It doesn't taste bad, does it? It just smells
Durian?
disgusting.
It does kind of like taste how it smells. Like you know what I mean? Like your nose is still functioning while you're eating it.
I don't think I've
And
ever had durian.
Smell contributes hugely to flavor if you were unaware.
What?
Salt, heat, acid, scent.
Fat.
What you call? Yo,
Salt, heat, acid, and fat.
Oh, you know what I've been watching? This is a conversation 360, but we've been watching this pottery reality show on Max, and it's like Great British Bake Off. It's British, but it's like pottery, and one of the hosts is this older guy. This is the most emotional person I've ever seen in my life. Like he is, like every challenge they do, like they'll just make a little like cup and he'll look at it, like they'll unveil it and he'll be like, oh my God. It's just so incredible. Like he just breaks down crying like 5 or 6 times every episode. Like when he has to vote somebody off, like just at small things too. Like he'll just see the beauty of a it's not even painted too. It's just like the clay like mold of a
It's just
plate.
been fired.
It hasn't
Just
even been
put
fired
in
yet.
the kiln. Not even fired.
No, he just is like the shape
Raw
of it will
clay.
bring him to fucking tears.
Holy fucking
I want to
shit.
get to that place emotionally where I can just let the tears rip like that.
Stop sleeping. Stop it. Yeah, that'll do it. Jesus. Could you guys cry on command?
No, I tried once. I can't do
Well, you haven't seen this shit I've seen.
it. Can you?
Have you seen?
Yeah, of course. Takes 2 seconds.
Have you seen 50 Cent crying on command?
No.
Did we talk about it? There's like a YouTube video that's like 50 Cent crying on command. He's on the Howard Stern show. And he's like, yeah. They're like, is acting hard for you? Like, can you cry? And he's like, yeah, I could cry on command easily. And they're like, really? And he's like, how? We do it? We do it right now. And then 50 Cent, in my memory, it's like, oh yeah, he just cries on the Howard Stern show. And he does. It takes him not very long. Just tears are going
Jeez.
all of a sudden. But
Wow.
I showed it to some people recently, and it wasn't quite as like on command maybe as I had remembered. It was like, oh, how do you do it? And he's like, yeah, I just think about all the horrors of my childhood and like growing up without my parents. And then they're like, oh, you grew up without your parents? That must have been horrible. Did that like fuck you up? So it was kind of like they digged a little. It wasn't quite on command. They really kind of like had a little conversation about a bunch of sad shit first. They just made
But
him
still,
cry like the
respect,
way
man.
you'd make a human being cry.
Well, I just saw one of these things on a set recently where you take a little tube. Have you seen this? And you blow air into your, like it goes like, and you blow air into the eye and it makes your eyes water.
Tear stick.
Give me that, a tear stick, and a fucking recent tragedy, and yeah, I can cry in seconds.
Oh yeah. Do
Seconds.
that. Point a gun at my loved one's head, and then put an onion in front of my face.
When is the last time you guys fucking sobbed? Sobbed.
What was that, dude? You know what gets me is like, anytime I watch, I think I watched an episode of Queer Eye, and I was like, this is a guaranteed like weep. By the end of it, when they're getting when they get their fit together and their
It is
their
so
family
funny to say
comes
that
over.
in 2020.
Those the
I
producers of
get it,
Queer
though.
Eye, man, they have just a chokehold on emotional on bringing out emotions in the audience
Yeah.
of their viewership.
God bless
They're
them.
very manipulative. I'll just put it that way.
Extremely.
That's like you sobbed because I can see going like this. That's a guy that's like an overweight dad putting on Freebird shoes for the first time, and you feel so happy for him. They colored his beard.
No, I need a sob. I need a fucking uncontrollable sob.
Well, you'll get it. You'll get it sooner than you think. It's coming for us. Sobbing is
Eric,
coming
when was
for
your
all of
last
us.
crazy sob?
Last uncontrollable sob. I mean, maybe when our friend died.
Yeah, I feel like it is,
I knew this was gonna be a sad answer.
Let's talk about something else. Yeah,
So sad. Okay.
I had kind of a fun. This was like I don't know, maybe like 2 years ago, but a sort of strange sob. That's kind of lighthearted that I can discuss.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
This was the last time I did magical mushrooms.
Magical mushrooms.
And I was we were camping and I was like eating a hot dog. And if you've ever done, mushrooms, it can kind of go in waves where you're like you're elated and then all of a sudden you're like think about something, you get really sad. And I was just like for no reason, we were just kind of like just thinking about I was just literally, this sounds so lame, but I was just thinking about the world and I was like, man, it's so dark out there. And I was eating a hot dog by the campfire and I just started like just uncontrollably crying. But I was still eating the hot dog. Like I didn't stop eating it.
When
So I
was this?
Like, this was like 2 years ago. Like,
What?
We went
Oh
camping.
my God.
Yeah.
But
It felt great. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like
Yeah,
it was like
letting it out.
afterwards you're like, man, that felt good to just weep.
Just fucking cry.
Yeah. But it was like a hard
Yeah.
cry too. Like it was crazy.
The weight of the world is very heavy. And to anyone that tries to be cynical and downplay it, what we have to experience while we are alive is no fucking easy feat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we all share
Psychic
the weight.
weight.
The weight
Psychic
draws us
horror.
together
Yeah, right.
because it has gravitational
We need to
pull.
do heroic doses, all three of us together, and film it.
That'll be the end.
We should
Wait, Jack,
do-
you've seen the video of the guy at the Sphere losing it?
No.
I showed Nate last night. There's this video. I'll send it to you. I feel for the guy. There's a guy having a drug-induced panic attack at the Sphere, and the fucking whatever is playing at the Sphere is like red, like hell red, and the guy's like like falling backwards onto the people behind him, like trying to escape the fucking whatever he's seeing.
God.
That's me off of 5 milligrams of weed. So if you know what I mean. If I do something stronger, it's
We are doing
lights out.
ayahuasca together at some point in our lives, and you have no fucking choice.
Okay.
And by the way, Austin, Texas, February 20th this week. Get your fucking tickets right fucking now. And then what's the next after that? Los Angeles.
Los
Me and Eric are
Angeles.
doing our show with Connor
Right.
O'Malley, Greta Titleman, and Reveries, Matt Bratz, and Anthony Oberbeck. It's gonna be a fun ass show.
Yeah.
Get your tickets
And
now.
let's keep the train going here. New York City. You guys know February, I can't remember. I think it's 28th, 29th, whatever the Friday is, 10 p.m. Union Hall. I'm going to be doing a show, stand up. I got Rachel Colley on there. I got Gavin Matz, probably another person. And yeah, I'm doing a secret screening of a fucking show, my directorial debut. Yeah, so if you want to see it,
And
it's
let's
about
keep
to
it
change
going.
the
March
world.
March 1st, Columbus, Ohio. The hometown king is returning to back to my stomping grounds, and I'm gonna fucking light the stage on fire. Tickets in the show notes. Let's go.
And let's keep it going. Connor O'Malley's going on tour this summer. I'm going to about 4 dates based on what cities I wanted to enjoy. Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Colorado, probably. Eric,
Wow. Oh, things are going good for me in way, but not. I'm choosing a different path. I'll just say. But yeah, I can't really talk about it. But things are just going just good for me.
Eric is trying to produce a DIY burlesque show.
I watched.
Yeah.
Damn, we
All
should have
male
done the crying
burlesque show.
episode. Maybe crying.
Tears.
would be
The weeping episode.
yeah.
Well,
That'd be the Patreon
let's get to
app.
good smells. Let's kind of, you know what I mean. Let's finish
That's
this out
easy.
on a
Cigarettes
good note.
in an elevator. Someone's been smoking in an elevator, and you walk into it later. 30 minutes later.
Sick. You know what is just? Oh, I've talked about that. This is my favorite smell in the world. A contractor comes over to your house, a working man, and they smell like a mixture of paint, aftershave, cigarette. Like they smell like Brute aftershave, paint, cigarettes. It's an intoxicating aroma that working men, and maybe women all over the country have smelled like for the last 50, 60 years. I can't describe it, and I've always wanted to smell that way, and I just never will because I'm not a working man.
You need to bottle this and sell it. The blue collar scent. Eric Rahill's blue collar.
I'm having crazy deja vu right now. Have I talked about this a lot before?
No.
I've heard you say this before, Eric,
Okay.
where you're like, you love smelling men that come over to your house to fix things.
Okay, what's your daily driver cologne? Go now. What's the daily driver?
It's actually a cologne you got me. I forget what it's called, but
Malin gets you're talking about the oil.
the roller.
The soap.
I think it's called cannabis and rum.
Oh, interesting. No, that shit smells amazing. I put that on all the time. And what else? Le Labo, Bay 19. That
You're
shit's
layering.
popping.
Are you layering scents?
What is that? What's a layering mean, dude?
That's when you don't only do one pathetic smell, you do two and combine them and evolve them like a Pokemon.
Wow.
Because you've got two
That
nostrils.
that's not good to do. You don't want to be smelling like a couple different things.
That's where you're wrong, dude.
I want to
That's
smell
where you
like
need to be
everything in the
educated.
world. Universal scent.
What do you guys think about the smell called petrichor?
I don't know what that is, so I can't respond.
Petrichor.
What's
Don't
hilarious
know.
is you do know what that is. That is the
Petrichor?
smell.
it
Yeah, I said
gasolina?
petrichor, man. Huh?
Gasolina?
No, it's the smell. You know when rain hits asphalt
So,
on a summer day?
ooh.
What's that fucking delicious smell that I can't put my finger on? That's called petrichor.
And what's petrichor?
The name of that smell.
Oh, really? So that petrichor is not the name of like a piece of asphalt that smells like that?
I don't think so. I don't know too much about it. I'm just sort of doing guesswork at this point, but
Yeah, that's a good
That's
smell.
kind of what the Le Labo scent I just said kind of smells like that. Like it's described as grass on the or rainy grass. Like it's kind of earthy.
are you guys attracted to more light floral spring scents that you wear, or dark rum, tobacco, vanilla,
Yeah.
amber style smells?
Yeah. Miss me with that fucking floral shit.
That's where I think you're missing out on a whole world of scent, is because you deem that too feminine, and then all of a sudden
No,
you're
I didn't
too
say
afraid
that.
to smell like a
I didn't
tulip.
say
no,
that.
No, I can see right through you. Jack goes for sharper smells.
I think I maybe just put them on too strong sometimes. But
No, I feel like you're trying. It's not the amount. You smell good, but it's like they're angular smells. Ka-ching-ching.
Well,
Right.
let me
That's so
talk about
cool.
this. My dad, when he would go to church, he would lather himself in this cologne. Like it was like
What cologne?
reeked of this shit. Reeked. And I was like in a Sephora once and I found the bottle and it's called Fahrenheit by Dior. And it is
Damn.
like it is the most cologne smell you've ever like. My dad was like, you could smell him from the fucking pews, man. Like it was, I think it was like a power thing. Like he just like when he walked in, he wanted people to like be like, oh, what the
Damn.
fuck? Like
Here he comes.
Mike's here.
Does he still wear it? Mike's here.
I'm pretty sure that's like his like ride or die.
Signature.
Like for the last 40 years, he's had like Fahrenheit by Dior.
Signature scent.
check this out. A little bit of a tangent. When I recently went to my aunt's memorial in her apartment complex, and everybody was up in her apartment. Just like there's something odd about people. It feels like people are kind of rating it. But what did I grab? Whoops.
Woodford Reserve.
The Woodford Reserve, Kentucky. She was a Kentucky woman herself. Kentucky bourbon whiskey. But damn, it felt like
Damn.
I was it kind of felt like a bunch of pirates like busting into they finally get into the cave where all the treasures are.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone.
And you're
I don't
collecting the Woodford Reserve.
know. Yeah, but some people are like
Is that-
shaking bags of forks around and being like, yo, I think this is silver. And it was making me laugh.
Oh my god. When I was a kid, my mom would go to estate sales all the time, and I remember one time she replaced all our silverware with estate sale silverware, and I did not fucking eat off. I like went and found the old silverware that we had because I was so grossed out to be eating on like a dead person's fucking fork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
The couch that I currently have is a deceased person's couch that we got.
Did
off
they
of.
pass on it?
They very well could have. And I was like, I like traveled like maybe like 35, 40 minutes to pick this up. And it was like an old lady had passed away, and her son, who was like probably in his like 50s or something like that, was selling off all of her stuff. And I was like, this is bad, but I was trying to haggle with him. And it's like kind of, so it's like I'm trying to get a good deal, but I'm also like, this is probably a dark moment for this guy to like, be selling off all of his mother's stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
Is he like, yeah, fine. Like,
yeah. He was kind of easy to haggle with, I would say.
yeah, he was vulnerable.
He was vulnerable, and I took advantage.
What?
And I'm not
what was
proud
the
of
final
that.
price?
I think I got him down like like a lot of money. Like I got a fucking deal.
Did you
on
get
this
it for
guy.
under 100?
I think it was around 100, but maybe I don't remember the exact
for you.
price. But I want to say I talked him down like $60-$70.
Damn.
Damn.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Did I say last time already about? Was this what gave me joy last time, Nate? No, it couldn't have been. Maybe it was the memorial service in the apartment lobby.
You did speak about that in the Patreon episode, but I don't know
All
if
right.
that was necessarily what gave you joy. Maybe, yeah, I think it
then.
was actually.
I'm gonna let it go, even though it's a fucking really funny story. Huh?
Well, speaking of joys, I think we should go ahead and share what gave us joy this week. And I know these are some dark times right now, but the power of joy is it's more powerful than ever, I would say. And people are really. Anyways, okay. So MJ Lenderman last night. I was about to go into a crazy fucking emotional
you're
speech,
cheating.
but MJ Lenderman, they rocked the house. That was fun. Great show, great theater, great company. What else can I say? VIP wristbands. I mean, come on.
Okay. Yeah, that was amazing. Had a great time there. The only thing I did feel was like there were some. I think I'm getting to the point where I can't stand and be having, you know what I mean, no pain for over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
And I felt pathetic because I was having to lean against the wall in the back. That's pathetic. Nodding my head, looking around with a non-alcoholic beer, leaning against a fucking
You
wall.
look like an undercover cop.
That's because of my body transformation. But okay, what's giving me joy? Okay, just hit the delayed dry January full month. And right now we're doing bonus points and just kind of keeping it going for a while, but hitting the month, that feels good to just sort of just be dried out for a little while. And frankly, life is easier sometimes.
Isn't that interesting? Without the
That's
numbers.
just sad. It's freaky joy.
I think it's a beautiful joy.
Okay.
Congratulations on 1 month, Eric.
Yeah,
Hey,
congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks, guys.
See, it's that easy. And then, joy-wise, I
Jack,
was
what
walking
gave you
around.
joy, man?
I'll tell you. So I'm walking around New York, go for a walk. God damn, I love walking around Fort Greene, I'll say it, park. And it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, oh man, I still got to get this fucking work done tonight. I better just walk home right now and get this work done. Then I thought, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go into the park, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm allowed to go on a little walk for 15 extra minutes, for the love of God. And then I'm in the park, and I think, wow, it's fucking snowing all of a sudden. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to start throwing some snowballs at some tree branches and see what I can hit. Fuck it. Listen to some music. And then I see a hill. And that's when I go, you know what? That's the perfect sledding hill. And if I see a fucking trash can lid, I'm grabbing that thing. And I did. And I hit the hill, and so here's a video of me sledding.
I'm so jealous. This looks. I've been wanting to sled. Like, oh my, you're kidding.
Whoa, you're going quick. Oh.
I can't tell. Let me play that one more time. Because this.
What was the shape of the lid? Where'd you get that trash can lid?
I'll be honest. I broke into behind the fence into the park ranger supply area, and I found just like the perfect fucking lid. It was, and so I should have went down the hill one time without filming it first, because I could never ever have guessed how fast this was gonna go. And this video is me like genuinely trying to stop.
Oh my god. Wow.
It was hectic. And I was
That's
laughing.
fun.
And I
That's
definitely was
joy.
like, I was laughing really hard and spinning around. And there is an awareness
That's
of like
capital
how sad
J
it
joy.
is. It's capital J joy, but it's also capital M mental illness. When then you get up and you're like,
that's what they
wet.
want you to think.
Just like people looking at you and you're
Damn,
wet. in the park
nothing
all of
like
a sudden.
sledding, man. Having a cup of hot chocolate afterwards too, with some fake
some
ass
rum
little
in it?
marshmallows.
Oh, and then
With
getting
some rum
sick
in it.
right away. Doing a podcast sick as all hell again.
Dude, we're going to be healthy. We're going to be okay. And we'll get through this.
I'm ready to let go. All
Me
right,
too.
smell you later.
Okay, guys. That's another Joy Tactics. Peace out. Love everyone that listens to this. Stay strong.
Suck it.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.